Welcome to the Whiskey Vault. I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. I have here a gift from Justin Boyer, one of our whiskey sommeliers, and Frey Ranch, who I've always liked. And I've never met Colby and Ashley, they're the owners, but everything I know about them, I'm a fan of. Nancy Fraley's working with them. I know and love Nancy. I've loved their whiskey. I loved the vibe of what they're doing. They're also doing what, Still Austin and Iron Root, which is, that in-barrel proofing and the French brandy style process of growing and producing whiskey, or aging and producing whiskey. Growing, yeah. And this is cool. These are two unique series that you're probably not going to be able to get your hands on, so thank you, Justin. And I'm going to start with the 100% wheat whiskey. Now, Frey Ranch is in northern Nevada. Been farming since 1850 something, like 4, I think, 1854. Didn't start a distillery until 2006. So it took them 150 years to realize what you could do with grain. So it's not true. I just imagine. You mean we could have been doing this the whole time? Everybody knows the way to get rich is to start a whiskey distillery. That's just science. Okay, wheat whiskey, I don't have, it's not very common. We have a wheat whiskey section in the vault. It's like one shelf, maybe 30, 40 bottles. It's just not a common grain to be the dominant grain. It's very common in bourbon, where it's a percentage. You have your wheated bourbons, or some of the most famous bourbons are wheated bourbons. But as the primary grain, or in this case, 100% of the grain, not common at all. And so it's not easy, hasn't been easy for me to figure out what my wheat whiskey markers are. When I drink a whiskey, do I recognize this as wheat? Primarily because most of the wheat whiskey I've had is coming out of Texas, or hotter climates. And so I'm not entirely certain whether what I'm tasting is wheat or whether it's just high barrel impact or something else going on. So I'm excited about this one because I know no matter what Frey does, they're going to do it well. And hopefully I can get, Northern Nevada is not exactly known for its purely frigid climates exclusively, but it's not the same as the humidity of South and heat of South Texas. Different kind of heat in Nevada. So here goes. So this is soft white winter wheat. 50% alcohol, 6 years, 6 months. And according to the rules, that means this is new oak. But man, 100% wheat whiskey means your fermentations are going to be interesting. You're going to be, I'm guessing, adding a whole lot of enzymes. I don't know how much wheat converts. We're going to talk about diastic power in the corn. Again, not as familiar with diastic power. Diastic power is the ability of a grain, when heated in a mash, to convert its starches into fermentable sugars without the use of outside enzymes. Malt has a diastic power of like 100 to 160. This isn't going to mean anything to most of you. Malted corn has like 30, 50, I think, or less. And so it's not efficient. It's not an efficient use of, now if you're dumping a bunch of enzymes in there, maybe you're going to help it out a little bit. But I'm stalling because I'm trying to figure out what I'm smelling. Because I do just smell a light, softly cinnamon grassy sweetness with a little bit of oak char, oak tannin. It's almost lending itself to like a cherry berry kind of direction, but there's a little bit of a spice in there that makes my brain twist towards a cherry scented cinnamon, or hint of cinnamon in a cherry. But that could be the tannins offering the spice. It's very just, here's what I have experienced. I still don't have a marker for wheat, and I would have a hard time picking it out of a blind lineup, except wheat, to me, pure wheat, 100% wheat, smells simple. I feel the same way about 100% corn whiskey, or like a lot of the corn whiskeys that are used oak, 80+% corn mash, and then some barley. They might smell nice, and they might smell well put together and balanced and non-faulty, but they do smell simple. There's not a ton of things going on. There's sort of a couple of things going on. And that's what I'm getting here is a sort of soft barrel spice sweetness. And a little bit of grass direction. It smells good though. Tastes exactly like it smells. Soft, sweet, a little bit dry. Sounds like a windstorm is coming on, but it's really just the air conditioning unit, if you can hear that. Yeah, cream. It's pretty. Very well made. Very well balanced. Very simple, but very nice. That's delicate. You're gonna have to be careful with that one. I would imagine that it vanishes in a cocktail or on the rocks. And in a AB with other whiskeys, it's gonna just kind of, it's gonna be a delicate flower, it feels like to me. Okay, I'm gonna pour 100% malted corn bourbon. Now, if it was all corn, why wouldn't you call it a corn whiskey? It means they used new oak. That makes it a bourbon. If it had been 100% corn in used oak, it would be a corn whiskey. And malted corn at that, which is a pain in the butt. Malted corn. So malted corn is the diacetic power I'm talking about. That's like really low. And it's hard to malt. And so whatever effort it took to make this is impressive. Like, you guys are nerds. Frey. You guys, like, that's some serious work effort for something this kind of out there, and there's nothing easy about it. Why do I get the feeling that the Frey family is allergic to doing easy things? Let's start a farm in northern Nevada and stay there for 150 years. Not Indiana or, Iowa, where we can grow really easy and the weather is not as extreme. No, northern Nevada, that's where it's going to be. We should make whiskey, but the real hard way. No wonder you guys started working with Nancy and doing like high maintenance, barrel in-proofing. You guys do everything the hard way. I wonder if you have floor maltings. Do you have floor maltings? Of course you have floor maltings. You're bound to have floor maltings. Or maybe drum maltings. Fowler, Nevada. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. 7 years, 3 months old. Now, I don't know. Ooh, that's different. Sorry, I was talking. I should have just been smelling. That caught me off guard. I don't know what kind of corn. I know that I've seen other of their 100% malted corn releases, and it was yellow dent, which is just like the classic. Yellow dent corn is the #1 corn in corn production for whiskey. It's feed corn, basically. This one is dry. It definitely has that super dusty note that I always get from corn. That feels like the dust coming out of a grain bin as you pull open the top and dump feed corn into a bag or into a trough. That sort of dry, dusty, but there's a soft kernel of sweetness that's ironically like candy corn. It's just a sweet kind of Halloween candy cheese with no remarkable flavor direction other than sweet. Man, 7-year-old bourbon in Nevada that's not overly tannинed. It's got to be that slow water reduction. Oh, man. It's like a really delicate and beautiful iced tea. Very simple, same as this one. Very simple, but very good. Very balanced. Not a lot of complexity, but absolutely zero wrong with it. Just a nice, balanced sip. Just the right amount of tannin that it provides body and structure. Not so much that it's like, that's oaky. Sort of it's a level of bitterness that you get in iced tea that's like, it makes it taste like tea and not sweet tea. And I know being from the South and saying not having sweet tea is probably sacrilegious, but what are you going to do? I prefer this one. There's a lot more of that more distinct vanilla that you get from New Oak, and I like that. This one is soft and sweet, and just a little too sweet for me, actually. But I could see almost like like a rose water softness to this. I can see people really loving it. This one's a little bit more, and I like that. Of course, that's my flavor profile. So Justin Boyer, thank you for the gifts. This is fun. The one thing you do need to know is Frey Ranch is great, and they do things the hard way. That's all you really need to know. Cheers to you. And I'm really glad. Hello, Whiskey Vultures. It's dry week. This is where we take a break. And that means next week, no whiskey videos on this channel. I might try to come up with some random shorts to walk around and keep you guys amused, but there won't be any whiskey review episodes. This is a week where we take a break from alcohol. We try to reset our palate, check in with ourselves, make sure we're not leaning too dependently on daily alcohol consumption. April 10th at noon through April 17th at noon. It's an honor system commitment of like just once a quarter, take a break from alcohol. It's a good idea. Glad you're here. All right, kids, we could do this the hard way or the easy way. Either you like and subscribe, or you don't. Crap, I guess it means the easy way is not liking and subscribing. Do it the hard way, like Frey Ranch.